Usmachtem lifnei Yehovah Eloheikhem, and you shall rejoice before Yehovah your God, Yehovah Kadosh, Yehovah who is holy, Yehovah Elohei, Yehovah Kadosh, 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 Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, now, behold. 2 Chronicles, chapter 4. He made an altar of bronze, 35 feet long, 35 feet wide, and 17.5 feet high. He made the cast metal Eloheikhem C, circular, 17.5 feet from rim to rim, 8 3/4 feet high, and 52.5 feet in circumference. Below the rim, a ring of ox-like figures encircled it, 10 for every 21 inches, all the way around Eloheikhem the sea. The oxen were in 2 rows. They were cast when the sea was cast. It rested on 12 oxen, 3 looking north, 3 looking west, 3 looking south, and 3 looking east, all with their hindquarters toward the center. The sea was set on top of them. It was on the handbreadth thick. Its rim was made like a rim of a cup, like the flower of a lily, and its capacity was 16,500 gallons. He also made 10 basins for washing, and put 5 on the right and 5 on the left. Items needed for the Eloheikhem work of the burnt offerings would be cleansed in these, but the sea was for the kedoshim to wash in. He made the 10 Eloheikhem menorahs of gold in accordance with their specifications, and set them in the temple, 5 on the right and 5 on the left. He also made 10 tables and put them in the temple, 5 on the right and 5 on the left. He made 100 basins of gold. He made the courtyard for the kedoshim and the great courtyard, also the doors to the courtyard, which he overlaid with bronze. Eloheikhem the sea he placed on the right side of the house toward the southeast. Hiram made the ash Eloheikhem pots, Eloheikhem shovels, and sprinkling Eloheikhem basins. With that, Hiram completed Eloheikhem the work he had been doing for King Shlomo in the house of God. The 2 columns, the 2 moldings, the 2 capitals on top of the columns, the 2 nettings covering Eloheikhem, the 2 moldings of the capitals on top of the columns, Eloheikhem, and the 400 pomegranates for the 2 nettings, the 2 rows of pomegranates for each netting, to cover Eloheikhem, the 2 moldings of the capitals on top of the column. He also made Eloheikhem the trolleys, Eloheikhem the basins on the trolleys, Eloheikhem the sea, and 12 Eloheikhem oxen under it, the ash Eloheikhem pots, Eloheikhem the shovels, Eloheikhem the forks, and Eloheikhem all the other equipment for it. All these articles that Hiram the master craftsman made for King Shlomo in the house of Yehovah were of brilliant bronze. The king cast them in the plain of the Yarden, in the clay which had been between Sukkot and Zerdiah. Shlomo made so many of these objects that the total weight of the bronze could not be determined. Shlomo made Eloheikhem all the objects that were inside the house of God: the Eloheikhem gold, the gold Eloheikhem altar, Eloheikhem the table on which the showbread was displayed, Eloheikhem the menorahs with their lamps to be burnt in front of the sanctuary as specified of pure gold, the flowers, lamps, tongs of gold, solid gold, and the snuffers, bowls, cups, and fire pans of pure gold. As for the entryway to the house, the inner doors for the especially holy place, and the doors of the house, that is, of the temple, were of gold. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating 4th chapter of 2 Chronicles? We can love Yehovah by dedicating every skill and detail to His holiness. Love Yehovah by honoring the beauty of His dwelling through excellence. Love Yehovah by keeping your life pure and set apart for His purpose. How can we love our neighbors as we love ourselves and as Yeshua loves us? By letting the holiness of your work inspire others to honor Yehovah in what they do. How can we bear one another's burdens? By encouraging others to cleanse their hearts, becoming vessels fit for His service. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Holiness. Every article in the temple was set apart for Yehovah. Excellence. Hiram's craftsmanship reflected divine protection. Faithfulness. Solomon completed what was commanded with precision. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Klee. Vessel, instrument, tool. Verse 19. So Solomon made all the furnishings of the house of God. How can we find Yeshua in the scriptures? Every vessel points to Messiah, the true vessel of divine fullness. The bronze altar foreshadows Yeshua's ultimate sacrifice for cleansing. The golden lampstand symbolizes His light shining in the hearts of believers. Mitzvah response, Torah-based? Mitzvah, Exodus 30, verse 29. You shall consecrate them, that they may be most holy. A response might look like this: I will live as consecrated vessel, filled with Yehovah's light and purpose. Hebrew declaration: Klei Yehovah, kedoshim mli'im, or the vessels of Yehovah are holy and filled with light. On this Sukkot, we'll also end with a Hebrew declaration: Simchah Gedolah laYehovah, great rejoicing unto Yehovah. We'll end with Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and He will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of His being toward your bringing order, and He'll provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of His being and look upon you, set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.